We got it in the nice gilly color. How fast we're gonna get a fish, not certain, but we're gonna take the first cast and see if we can't rack one in. Still a really good search bait. Oh, there he is. That's a good one. Finding the fish is pretty much half the battle. I've got two baits that I think are really gonna dominate them right now, which is of course that crankbait. Yeah, I've got another bait, which is pretty much just a micro jig, keeping everything pretty natural in color. Still have clear waters. The water's ultra low. We're creek fishing, so big is relative to the body of water you're fishing in. So big to me today, if I catch a 2-pounder, I'll be totally ecstatic. If I catch a 3-pounder, I'll think that's the hog of the whole entire creek. Freaking hit my shin. Son of a gun. I thought I was gonna find the actual path, but lost where the path was. It's somewhere through these little thicket of woods here. Just gonna have to make my own path. Oh, gooseberries, baby. Oh, those hurt. This fine needle point scolo. We're gonna try to give this spot a try first, and then just pluck our way down. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. I see some structure down here. We got a little bit of structure. We might get one. All right, so our first little spot is actually a spot where I caught a nice bass earlier on this week. There was at least one bass, so just want to find some structure, preferably that holds heat. When we start to get in that winter time, you don't want it to be drying out. So that's what these fish are thinking too. They're thinking, I need to get into a deep hole, but they're still hungry. It's still warm enough that they're still active a little bit, and they're still, you know, stocking up, which is a great time to be getting out crankbaits, because if you want a good reaction strike, crankbait is probably one of my favorite reaction strikes. It's just hard to get them to work, but when they do work, man, they work, buddy. We're starting it off with what got me the big fish the last time, and that's the 12 Oaks Customs Flat Side Special. We got it in the nice gilly color. How fast we're gonna get a fish, not certain, but we're gonna take the first cast and see if we can't rack one in. It's imperative that you go pretty slow. I'm just crawling it. I wanna make sure I'm just smoking those rocks. It's not like literally smoking those rocks like a crackhead. I was meaning like tearing them up, plowing into those rocks nice and slowly. Gives them enough time to react if you get in their area. And this is gonna be your search bait until you find a little pattern and you figure out where they are, and then you can slow it down just a little bit. You do want to make sure there's at least some kind of cover. I mean, fish don't have a very big brain, so cover to them could be as simple as like hiding behind a little stick. It doesn't matter. As long as he thinks he's covered, and that could be anything. If you see some structure, like right there with some little structure right there, could be a fish behind it. Since it's late fall, we're gonna pick up a lot of leaves. Lots and lots of leaves, baby. Oh, there's some structure right here on that cut bank here. Nice and slow, come on. Oh, I thought there may have been, I don't know, it's probably just a leaf, just a leaf. Wipe the leaves off so you have a nice clean swim here on your bait. I think it's really important to retrieve this really slow. That gives them enough time to react to it. Oh, there we go, right on the bank. Now let's pull it through. So by the time it actually gets to the middle of this water, it'll already be down there. And that's exactly where I think these fish are. Quick draw McGraw over here. There's gotta be one in these rocks. It's gotta be. And I really don't even want to use the jig until I find one with the crankbait. At least let me know they're in the right area. There's almost no point in burning off too many calories over here. I should just work our way down. Oh, I just got my foot. Oh, floppy toppy. All right, got another, I think something just moved. Oh, something just moved out there too. All right, we got another little pocket here. Got some rocks up close to the bank. Got some sticks and stuff. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but it's another good pocket to be checking out. As I get all set up here, back to the crankbait once again. Don't switch over to the jig unless you have to. Otherwise you probably won't get too many strikes. Already got some phone damage going on since I dropped it in. That's always nice. That happens like once a month, dang near. Phone goes bad for a little bit, comes back on a couple days later, usually. That's what happens out here. Drop stuff in the water. Something they wanted just literally yesterday. And now they don't want it right now. Still, hold strong. Still a really good search bait. Oh, there he is. That's a good one. That's a good one. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, that's a chunk. That is a chunk. What do we have? Oh. Oh. Get him back on. All right, it's not a chunk, but that's a really good smallmouth for here. I said anything around 2 pounds, and give credit where credit's due. The 12 Oaks Custom Flat Side Special in bluegill color. Told you, you always stick to your guns. That crankbait does work. You just got to scrape it across the right rock, and you got to trigger the right bass. And we got the right bass. That's a beautiful bass. Over here in the leaves. Well, it's already starting to get pretty dark quick on us, but man, does that 12 Oaks Customs really have a way with getting some nice, good, healthy bass. Man, whew. I'm still going to continue with the crankbait because, I mean, simply it's working. It may not be working as fast as I want it to, but it is working. And I think if there is another bass there, he might strike it. If not, that's when we can switch over to the jig. If they're going to go after a moving bait, I'm going to keep throwing it at him. He was right by this rock over here. We're going to put it right next to that spot and see if there's another one. Yeah, all that happens is you get right there in the middle of the creek, and there's usually, like, you know, obviously the flow of the creek is going to put those boulders right there in the center, and they just like to hunker down by that, especially when it gets in like the 40s and down below. And that smallmouth was no exception, right there in the middle. As soon as I got it right there to him, he smoked it. So before I move down spots, I'm gonna work over with the jig a little bit and see if we can't get some scragglers or just some leftovers laying around. Oh my, I forgot how light this thing is. A little micro jig.
You telling me without my consent?
Well, you're the one walking in my frame.
You walking on my property?
You're walking in my frame. He's walking in my frame. Well, got some visitors. Good old Austin came down. Thought he would get on some of these big old smallies with me, or largemouth, or walleye. You never know. Not too many bass out here. It's just enough to keep me coming back. Don't have too much daylight left. Oh, is that a hit? Don't know. Oh, that felt hitty. My trailer's even pulled back. Usually brush does not do that. One more over here. But let's try it over here real quick. And then we're gonna work our way down, probably to the last spot since it's getting dark. Everybody's going after the finesse. Leaves are going after the finesse. Oh, all right, last cast, and then we're working our way down. Never know. Just had to make sure to fan it out with the jig so I don't leave no stones left unturned, or in this case, no stones brushed up against, I guess. Well, that gives me enough information. Time to see what's in the glory hole. She's even flowing. She's nice and wet for us. Oh, look, something just freaking moved. Ow. Wow. Come on, 2 fish would be nice. 2 big fish. I will take 2 big fish. No. As you can see, it's not getting very bright out here. It's about time to start burning the midnight oil, even though we don't have any. Nope. Got ourselves a big old. Uh-oh.
Oh, you need help?
Oh my, I don't know.
No?
What was it? So I think it's safe to probably cut it right about here. So before you go, be sure to watch this video right here, where I come back down here and catch another big fish on the 12 Oaks Customs. But until next time, I'm Zach. Keep it real.